Hi, Lauren.
Hi, how are you?
I'm very good, and you?
Good, thank you. Thanks for taking the time to meet with me.
Well, I'm very excited to work with you and learn from you and from your feedback and everything. So, thank you very much for your time. I'm going to show you first the lesson plan that I'm going to present next week. So, here you have the details, how long it's going to be the class, the title, and the date I'm going to give that class. Something really important is the standard that I'm going to address in that lesson, that is to interpret and produce messages where verbal and nonverbal languages are used according to situations where they are needed, and the objective of this lesson, that the students will be able to interpret the actions and behavior of the main character of the book in the first 5 chapters in order to predict the following events and express a critical opinion. So the book we're going to read is called A Story of a Castaway. And well, yes, these are the main three objectives, to find the main idea, the characterization, and predict the future events that are going to happen.
Okay, awesome. The vocabulary words, are you going to teach those to the kids?
Yes, that is going to be one of the first activities. I'm going to give them the opportunity to choose one of these vocabulary words and say the meaning of them and use them in an activity. I'm going to have a choice board so they can have different options to apply this word and learn from it. And but it's very important for them to know how to use these words and the meaning of them, especially to analyze and predict, because those are very important in the objective of the lesson.
Awesome. And it looks like you have some differentiation. That's cool.
Yes, exactly. I divided them for my learning support students. I have only one student in that class, and below reading level, I have more students in that level. So for this group, I want to teach them some tricks so they don't have to read the whole book, because I have seen that it's very difficult for them and they struggle in that. So I will teach them tricks like finding the keywords and reading the first paragraph and the last one and finding the climax of each chapter. It's going to be helpful for them too to read the title of each chapter. And that way, I think they're going to feel more motivated and chunk the book so they don't feel like they have to read the whole book for one specific date. Also, I'm going to give them graphic organizers so they can write in every chapter the main idea and the details they have to remember. And something very important too for them is that I'm going to give them guiding questions so they know what they need to look for in each chapter, like the important information they need to know in each chapter. So these are some strategies that I am going to use for my learning support below reading level students. Then for the rest of them, I will assign 4 open questions, and they need to choose at least 2 questions. They're going to discuss this in breakout rooms. And then when we go back to the main meeting, I'm going to ask some details of each question so everybody get to hear the answers of every question. And well, I think this way the whole class is going to listen one more time to the responses. Also, I will take into consideration the students that have an IEP or an accommodation plan. And so they can get maybe extended time. We can meet during office hours, one-to-one, if they want to clarify something about the book or something about the activities we're going to do.
That's cool. I like your summatives. That's fun.
Well, yes, it's going to be interesting. I know that they like to work on YouTube a lot, so I wanted to, yes, use that platform and see how they work in that.
Oh, I like your
Mhm.
time on the introduction. That's a good amount of time.
Sometimes it's difficult to meet all the objectives and activities that I have in my lesson plan. So I think, well, at least for me, it's very important to have this. Also, I don't know if someday you have a substitute teacher. I think it's very helpful to have a the estimation of the time you're going to spend in each activity. So yes, I included that.
Well, it sounds like too, like you're saying that this is going to pretty much be your routine too. Start 10
Mhm.
minutes, do a mini lesson. It sounds like that's
Exactly. Exactly. That is going to be my routine. So I'm going to start with an introduction activity to the lesson. Then this mini lesson is going to be in breakout rooms. We have the work time that is going to be the one that is going to last longer. Then a group discussion. Then we're going to have peer review. And well, it's very important to clarify that between all these activities, I'm going to do temperature checks with my students. This is going to be an activity where I can see or find out how they are feeling during the whole activity between each activity. So, yes, this is going to be my routine. And then at last, we're going to have this reflection time where I'm going to ask them what did they learn, how do they feel, and
I really like it. It's really centered around the students more so than the teacher. So that's pretty cool.
exactly, yes. And here you can see that most of the stuff is done by the students or by both of us, but the parts that said I do are a few. And it's just like creating the breakout rooms or just explaining what they have to do. But the rest of the activities, most of them are for the students to do.
Okay, sweet. Well, I'm super excited, and I thank you for sending that to me in advance. That was awesome.
No, no. Thank you for your feedback. Also, I wanted to show now to you the platform. I don't know if you have seen the Teach Now platform. But I'm going
I'm
to...
just waiting for them to send me an email on that one.
Okay, perfect. These are the modules of Teach Now. We're right now in module 7. And here on the left side, oh, sorry, you're going to see a bar where you will find, well, the grades, discussion forum. We have been writing a lot of information there. Also, the video library, this video that we are doing, I'm going to upload it right there. And the information about my certification and the clinical. So I think the platform is very friendly. I wanted to talk to you about the expectations of the class that I have. Something that is important is that the students have the camera on. I know that online sometimes we struggle with internet connection here in Panama, but my expectation is for them to have it on and to participate. I don't ask them to raise their hand or use this button to raise hand because I think it's just friendlier if they want to say something, they can unmute themselves. And this class in particular, they know a lot of the protocol and they are very respectful with the other classmates, so they don't interrupt each other. They know that they have to wait until the other person finish. But yes, those are my expectations. And also to work a lot in breakout rooms in pairs, so the students can get to have social interaction with other students and they can talk and discuss and get feedback from the other students. And yes, I think those are my expectations, that they collaborate with each other and they have a good communication with each other. So this is what I'm looking for with this lesson plan and general in all my plannings to achieve these objectives. And well, I'm looking forward to see how this class is going.
I'm very excited. Thank you so much for having me.
You have to evaluate me with this rubric. It has 10 standards. Okay, this one. We're going to do some presentations with our cohort in the coming weeks, and I chose a standard number 3 and number 10, I think, but I'm going to share this with you. Here you can see that we have learner development. They have, these are the standards: insufficient, basic, proficient, and outstanding for Teach Now. And well, of course, when I read these rubrics in Teach Now, I try to achieve the number 4. And I always read first one, the outstanding description. But yes, we have 10 standards, learning differences. We have the guiding questions. I think this is very helpful and important in each standard. Well, every time we're going to record a video and I'm going to record one of my classes, I think one standard is going to be more important than the other. So maybe I will tell you, okay, in this one, they're evaluating me how I manage the classroom, or here they're evaluating how important is the learning environment in my classroom. And well, here you will have all the information that is important for me to accomplish.
Perfect. Well, thank you.
No, thank you, Lauren. I don't know, do you have any other question?
No, I'm thankful that you sent me some stuff in advance, and thanks for taking the time to show me this on your computer so I can get a visual of what we're doing, and I'm just super excited.
Yes, me too. I'm looking forward to working with you and well, to start giving my classes and recording them and getting your feedback and well, being a better teacher for my students. So thank you for your time.
Yes, thank you. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, bye, Lauren.
Bye.